Good evening, and welcome to a very different scholarship night. North Andover High School's first virtual scholarship night. While I wish that we were all able to be together tonight to honor our seniors, in person, I am glad that we're able to put together this program to give them the recognition that they deserve. So this evening, Steve Nugent and I will be introducing several of our scholarship donors who have pre-recorded their scholarship presentations. We will also be presenting scholarships on behalf of donors that were unable to provide video recordings. We hope that there will still be an element of surprise, and most of all, we hope that the class of 2020 knows that we're doing everything we can do to celebrate their successes safely. On behalf of our high school, I'd also like to thank our school committee, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Gilligan, our district administration, for all their efforts in supporting the senior class. Thank you to all of our PIC volunteers and to our guidance department staff, Steve Nugent, Debbie Conti, and especially Diane Stevens for all of the hard work in coordinating this special event. A special thank you to North Andover CAM for your assistance during the health crisis in packaging Scholarship Night for our community. We are honored and grateful for the support of our local and extended community for our graduating seniors. We will recognize 109 recipients of 171 scholarships for approximately $158,000 tonight. Thank you. At the conclusion of Scholarship Night, you will be able to access a downloadable version of the Scholarship Night program with the recipients' names, a keepsake, on our guidance website. It will be posted immediately following the telecast. At this time, I'd like to recognize seniors who will be entering our United States Armed Services upon graduation. Sam Mountain, to the U.S. Marines. Nathan Riddell, to the United States Marines. Rachel Turner, the College of Charleston Army ROTC. And Andrew Mack, Merrimack College Army ROTC. Thank you all for your upcoming service. Back in December, we had a luncheon to recognize the 86 seniors who have received the John and Abigail Adams Scholarship. We also understand that there are seniors who earlier in the year had received college-based merit, athletic, and leadership scholarships. We wish congratulations to all those students and their families who received awards. Now, without further ado, let's go to our first set of scholarships.
Good evening. We're the CRONIN family. My name is Michael Cronin, and I'd like to introduce my wife, Julie, my son, Riley, and my daughter, Abby. We're here this evening to present the COLIN Michael Cronin Foundation Scholarship. These scholarships, 4 $5,000 scholarships for 2 women and 2 men. COLIN was a young man who gave everything that he had at whatever he did. And as a result, we felt compelled to honor him by starting this foundation. Scholarship requirements set forth were to meet 4 criteria. First being a high academic achiever, the second being a high athletic achiever, the third being a strong leader on and off the field, and the fourth being truly committed to giving back to the community and helping less fortunate people. For this scholarship, we had 50 applicants that were all outstanding. And we had a very difficult time choosing these 4 recipients. But the 4 applications and essays stood out as being similar to how our son Colin lived his life. We're so pleased to announce the 4 2020 recipients of the COLIN Michael Cronin Foundation Scholarships. And we are very disappointed that we cannot give them to you in person. We hope this adds some positivity in these crazy times. You should all be proud of your achievements. The recipients are Alexa Rivet,
Caitlin Panos,
Jack Muse,
and Timothy Iannarone.
Congratulations, and we hope you will stay in touch with us and keep us informed about your future endeavors and achievements, and hope your desire to make a change follows you all of your life.
go class of 2020!
Our PTO and PTAC scholarships. The Annie L. Sargent Volunteer Scholarship. For a North Andover High School graduating senior who has attended the Sargent School and who demonstrates a strong commitment to serving others through volunteering inside or outside of the North Andover High community. The $250 scholarship goes to Jenna Byers. The Atkinson All-Star PTO Scholarship. Any North Andover High School senior who has graduated from the Atkinson School and who has given back to the school in volunteerism and plans to continue his or her education. The $500 scholarship goes to Nicole Vera. The Franklin PTO Bill Rokes Scholarship. It's for any North Andover High School senior that attended the Franklin School. It was based on academic merit and community involvement. The $500 scholarship goes to Stacia Dussault. The Kittredge School PTO Scholarship. Any North Andover High School senior who has graduated from the Kittredge School and plans to continue his or her education. The scholarship is based on academic merit, need, and contribution to the Kittredge and North Andover community. The $500 scholarship goes to Daniel McMillan. The Sargent School PTO Scholarships. One male and one female that are North Andover High School seniors who attended the Sargent School and that have demonstrated both continued scholastic effort and community involvement. The ideal candidate should have volunteered for at least one project or activity that has benefited the Sargent School. Based on academic merit and need, the $500 scholarships go to Allison Detterman, and Will Servino. The Thompson School PTO Grace E. Torrey Memorial Scholarships. Any North Andover High School senior who has graduated from Thompson Elementary School. They must be eligible for graduation from North Andover High School and be in good academic standing. Recipients must use the scholarship for higher education. there will be one male and one female recipient. The scholarships will also be chosen based on financial need. Candidates must have contributed to the North Andover and Thompson school communities. Each of the $500 scholarships go to Katie Albrecht, and Alec Eisenhood.
Hi, on behalf of the North Andover Middle School PTAC, I am excited to announce the two recipients of our scholarships this year, Leah Carter and Zachary DeSalvo. Congratulations to you both and best wishes to you in your future.
North Andover High School Parent Advisory Council Scholarship. Any North Andover High School senior planning on continuing their education at either a 2-year or 4-year college. Although things may not have come easy for this year's recipient, she's accomplished many goals in her life thus far through perseverance and hard work. This year's $3,000 North Andover High School PAC scholarship goes to Rafaela Machado. The George F. Lee Scholarship Award. This year's George F. Lee Scholarship Award goes to Nicole Vera.
The National Honor Society is built upon 4 pillars: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. This year's recipient consistently demonstrates a commitment to all 4 pillars, both within the North Andover High School community and the community at large. However, in the area of service, this individual stands out in her work with animals and social causes. The National Honor Society Scholarship is awarded to Madison Palumbo.
The North Andover High School Top Honors Scholar Award of $250 goes to Emma Martin.
Good evening. The AFC Urgent Care North Andover Scholarship goes to a North Andover High School graduating senior who demonstrates commitment to community and leadership qualities. The ideal candidate would have overcome an obstacle related to health, family, social, or educational disadvantages. This year's AFC Urgent Care North Andover Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 goes to Shannon Gamble. The Butcher Boy Scholarship, open to all North Andover High School graduating seniors who are pursuing a 2-year or 4-year degree, in the amount of $1,000, goes to Hedges Makuta.
I'm Susan Martin from North Andover Community Access and Media, and I'm here to give out the Community Media Scholarship. This scholarship is awarded to 2 of our volunteers. They've both been volunteering since their sophomore year in high school, and we loved having them as volunteers. They were great, a lot of volunteer hours, a lot of hard work, and the scholarships go to Isaac Glicklich, and Isabel Guan. Congratulations, guys. Have fun in college.
Hi, my name is Nick Savarese, and I'm a 1996 graduate of North Andover High School who I recently moved back into town here with my wife and 2 kids. Son's at Thompson School, daughter is at North Andover Middle School, and like a lot of people in town, wanted to do something special for the senior class of 2020. And so with the support of Debbie Rafali, want to give Debbie Rafali a big shout out, we came up with the Essential Worker Scholarship, which is essentially raising some money for a class of 2020 students who are essential workers during this time, right? So these are kids who are going out, whether it's food service or working in nursing homes, kind of risking their health and serving us at the same time in what's a tough senior year for them. So we were able to raise $1,500, which is great. We decided to split this Essential Worker Scholarship into 3 $500 scholarships. And so the winners of 3 separate $500 scholarships, no, it's not a ton of money, but it'll help with books or what have you. The first one is Nora Connors. Nora is going to be going to Fairfield in the fall, and she also works at Taki's. Taki also graduated in 1996 with me, so that was kind of cool. Nora, very well deserving. The second one's going to go to Emily Gill. Emily works at Dunkin's and is going to Riviere College in the fall. She probably served me a nice coffee at Dunkin's over the last month or 2. And last one's going to go to Dylan O'Connell. Dylan works at CVS, and Dylan's going to go just up the street to Merrimack in the fall. And all of these people were all these students were well deserving, highly recommended from their advisors, and had some financial need as well. So we're happy to help them. So thank you for all you're doing, all these essential workers and all the applicants. We wish we had more money, and we just want to thank you and congratulations to all of you. And congrats on graduating. Have a great fall.
The James Manos Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is named after James Manos, who was a longtime resident and Town of North Andover employee. He served the school system for many years as a custodian and then supervisor of the custodial and maintenance department. He took great pride in his work and demonstrated that he valued hard work every day. He spent many days and nights working extra shifts in order to keep the schools running as they should, so that students and teachers could be successful in their endeavors. He loved being a contributor to the North Andover Public School community and instilled in his family that hard work contributes to the success of both the individual and the community they serve. Applicants should demonstrate leadership, ability, potential, and preference would be given to the applicant whose parent is an employee of the Town of North Andover. This year's James Manos Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 goes to Courtney Francoeur. The Lowell 5-cent Savings Bank Scholarship, open to all North Andover High School graduating seniors in the amount of $1,000, goes to Sarah Curtin.
Hello, my name is Rick Green, and this is Holly Williams with members of the Joseph N. Herman Youth Center Board. And we're here today to present some scholarships to some fine youths that have deservingly won these awards.
Tonight we will be giving 4 $2,500 scholarships for exemplary students who embody the mission of the Youth Center, both by giving back to their community through volunteerism as well as giving back to the Youth Center. The lucky recipients are
Caitlin Wessel, Jack Muse,
Lucas Shidoni, and Sarah Melody. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of you.
Greetings and congratulations. as you venture into the next chapter of education and beyond. The presentation of the Ardito Family Scholarship further emphasizes the importance of education. My brother and I were constantly reminded of this. But I find that Ralph Waldo Emerson had it right when this is a very interesting quote of his. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. The recipient of this year's Ardito Family Scholarship is Caitlin Wessel. Congratulations, Caitlin.
My name is Rick Green, and this is Holly Williams. Both of us are from the Joseph N. Herman Youth Center Board, and we're here today to present the Bill Neckel Scholarship.
Bill Neckel was a proud supporter of the North Andover Youth Center as well as a North Andover High School basketball player. He could frequently be seen playing on the courts down at the old center, at the youth center. In his honor, his friends have created two $2,500 scholarships to go to a member of both the men's and women's basketball teams. The winners this year are
Jack Morris,
and Nora Connors. Congratulations.
Congratulations to both of you.
Hi, my name's Colleen Rossi, and I am presenting the Kayla Rossi Memorial Scholarship. Sorry, I'm technically challenged. Bear with me. Kayla is my daughter, and she died from SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome, on Father's Day, 2005. And she was only 3 weeks old, so it's hard to believe that she would be 15 this year. So we're keeping Kayla's memory alive through her scholarship, and I am so pleased to give Kayla's scholarship to Hannah Crane. Best of luck to you, Hannah, in your future, and please say hi to your mom for me. Thanks.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael Hardy, and I'm here to give out the Matthew Hardy Scholarship in honor of my little brother Matthew. It's hard to believe that our senior year is ending like this. None of us would have dreamed of this happening in a million years. But knowing who we are as a class, I believe we will make this graduation year incredible. My brother Matthew passed away on December 19, 2013. Matthew suffered from mitochondrial disease, a rare energy disorder that affected his body's ability to generate energy. If you had ever met Matthew, the last thing you would think is he had an energy disorder. He always had a bright smile that was infectious to everyone around him. He loved going to his siblings' games, and I wish that he could have seen the amazing runs our sports teams went on the past 4 years. It's hard to believe that so much time has gone by since he left us. The love and support since that day in 6th grade until now has been astonishing. With all the people participating in our Move for Mito fundraiser and the always packed Matthew Hardy Mito Classic, it's incredible to be part of such a tight-knit community. Because of these fundraisers, we have the amazing opportunity to hand out 3 scholarships to people who best exemplify their commitment to children with special needs, either by volunteerism or their chosen major heading into college. I'm proud to announce our scholarship winners, Corey Krovitz, Caitlin Panos, and Melanie Quinn. Congratulations to you 3.
Hello, my name is Adrienne Montgomery, and I'm the Director of Financial Aid at Merrimack College. I'm here tonight to present the 2020 Laura Pizecki Memorial Scholarship. This year's scholarship is in the amount of $2,500 and is presented to a member of the graduating class who will attend Merrimack College in the fall. This year's recipient is Dylan O'Connell. Congratulations, Dylan.
Good evening. My name is Sean Daly, representing the North Andover Booster Club. The North Andover Booster Club Commissioner's Award goes to Anna Catino. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Anna Rossi. The North Andover Booster Club Don Marinelli Award goes to Emma Gordon. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Emily Grant. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Emily Sherlock. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Claudia Mabley. The North Andover Booster Club Joe Walsh Award goes to Megan Hurley. The North Andover Booster Club Greg Serio Award goes to Nora Connors. The North Andover Booster Club Little League Award goes to Anna Bono. The North Andover Booster Club Little League goes to Jack Morin. The North Andover Booster Club Little League Award goes to Catherine Valentino. The North Andover Booster Club Little League Award goes to Peter Radulski. The North Andover Booster Club Jack Skeetus Award goes to Jack Fay. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Sarah Melody. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Caitlin Panos. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Ava Sapienza. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Lauren Murphy. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Kaylee McDonald. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Madison Palumbo. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Matthew Chico. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Zachary Geedy. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Stella Couteau. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Elizabeth Master Monaco. The North Andover Booster Club Scholarship Award goes to Laura Farnham. The North Andover Booster Club Little League Scholarship goes to Christina Taccio. The North Andover Booster Club Little League Scholarship goes to William Fitzgibbons. The North Andover Booster Club Little League Scholarship goes to Abigail Downer. The North Andover Booster Club Little League Scholarship goes to Lila Ankowitz. Thank you and congratulations to all the class of 2020.
Hello to the members of the class of 2020, their families, friends, and neighbors. My name is Brian Hansen. I'm a member of the North Andover Democratic Town Committee, and we are honored to be a part of the 2020 Scholarship Night Award Ceremony. Before I announce this year's recipient of the North Andover Democratic Town Committee Scholarship, we thank all the essential workers who are providing necessary services each and every day. And to the students, teachers, and school administrators, thank you for your perseverance through this COVID crisis. This academic year did not play out as planned, but you adapted and met the challenge to ensure a successful scholastic year. Congratulations to all on a job well done. The North Andover Democratic Town Committee Scholarship is awarded to a North Andover High School senior going on to a 4-year college who is interested in political studies or government and has participated in community service that helps solve a problem or meet a need in our community. The Democratic Town Committee is proud to present its 2020 scholarship to Christine Spinoza. Christine is our recipient because every 4 years, a graduating class of high school seniors is presented with the opportunity to participate in a presidential election just months after commencement. And that civic duty, the right to vote, is not lost on Christine. Knowing many of her classmates were reaching voting age, Christine organized lunchtime voter registration drives and created pamphlets explaining why voting is important and vital to democracy in our community. Thank you for your efforts, Christine. We wish you the best of luck as you move forward with your education. Congratulations.
The North Andover Firefighters Local 2035 Scholarships. Any North Andover High School graduating senior who is a son or daughter of a North Andover firefighter or who is planning on pursuing a degree in fire science or emergency medical services, including nursing, emergency medical technician, or paramedic. This year's awards go to Emily Hazard, Jaden Mencia, and Dylan O'Connell.
Hey everyone! Through the fundraising efforts of parent volunteers and the generous support of many donors from throughout the North Andover community, the North Andover Music Association is happy to be able to provide scholarships to music and color guard students who have shown a dedication and talent in the field of music. These students have made a significant contribution to the North Andover High School music programs and to the larger North Andover music community. These are truly talented and busy students. With 27 worthy applicants this year, our scholarship committee had more of a challenge than ever in choosing the recipients of this honor. The North Andover Music Association is very pleased to award these scholarships to the following 8 graduates: Sophia Barbado, Connor Curtin, Courtney Francoeur, Isaac Glicklich, Evangeline Goslin, Catherine Koken, Anna McGrath, and Caroline Pace. We are so proud of you and wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Hello, North Andover High School, and congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm Officer William Enright with the North Andover Police Department and your school resource officer. I'm here today to present the winners of the North Andover Police Association Scholarship, which will be given to 2 members of the graduating class of 2020. The North Andover Police Association Scholarship looks for applicants who portray a future in law enforcement or criminal justice, and also portray qualities and characteristics which we at the North Andover Police Department value. The winners of the North Andover Police Association Scholarship go to Samuel Resendi, and Andrew Mack. Congratulations to both of you, and good luck, class of 2020.
The North Andover Rotary Club Steve Daly Memorial Scholarship. Any North Andover High School senior planning on higher education. Emphasis on community service. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise. The club members meet weekly, sharing a meal, learn about each other's profession, and with our different gifts and talents work together to serve the local community, as well as support international service projects. This year's North Andover Rotary Club Steve Daly Memorial Scholarships go to Amy Guggenberger, Corey Krovitz, Kelsey Hanley, and Will Servino.
Good evening, class of 2020. I'm here tonight to present the scholarships from the North Andover Teachers Association. Each year we give scholarships to those students who have a family member working as part of the North Andover Teachers Association. This year's recipients are as follows: Stacia Dussault, Courtney Francoeur, Zachary Gady, Emma Gordon, Evangeline Goslin, Rebecca Haki, Connor Hughes, Emily Jones, Kaylee McDonald, Peter Radulski, Emily Sherlock, and Allison Tybert. Congratulations, and congratulations, the class of 2020.
The North Andover Women's Club Scholarship. The North Andover Women's Club has been a North Andover charitable institution since 1995. We raise money through various fundraisers. Typically, we have a fall fashion show, and in the spring, we do a flamingo flocking, which this year is dedicated to the COVID-19 hero. In addition to our scholarship programs, we also dedicate money to various programs around North Andover. Those programs include, but are not limited to, the Knight's Closet, the Youth Center, Stevens Library, the North Andover Music Association, Light Up the Common, and the North Andover Senior Center. At this time, I would like to have the rest of the scholarship committee introduce themselves.
Carol Balmas, Ann Conti,
Joan Tetler,
Diane Bellis Casey,
Diane Bowe. And I am Tracy Gauthier Peters. Before we talk about the scholarship, I'd like to say a few words to the future. In spite of the current climate, we still want you to look forward to the future with hope, optimism, and a sense of adventure. Now to talk about the scholarship. The North Andover Scholarship for the Women's Club is dedicated or awarded to a North Andover high school senior, actually 3 of them, going to a 4-year college, who we feel best represents the town of North Andover, especially when it comes to charitable giving. As part of the application, we asked that the applicants actually put together an essay, 100 words or less. If you were to donate $500 of your own money and to give it to a charity or an existing charity in North Andover or create your own, what would it be and why? And as part of the reason we chose the recipients, take that essay response into consideration. And in addition to that, we look at grade, volunteerism, community involvement, your work, your future goals, and your needs. And with that, I'd like to announce our three winners, which is very exciting. They have Nora Connors, Anna Rossi, and Will Servino. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And congratulations to the class of 2020. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sydney Toll, and my brother and I started the Philip A. Toll Memorial Scholarship in memory of our father, who taught for over 30 years at North Andover High School as both a biology and chemistry teacher. This scholarship is meant for a student who plans to pursue a career in either the medical or biological fields after college. The recipient we chose really stood out to us because of the dedication that she has to her family, academics, and extracurricular activities. I was personally very moved by her story and the amount of adversity that she has overcome so far in life. The recipient that we have chosen is Kelly Pham. Congratulations and good luck with everything.
The CAROLYN WOJCIK Science in Life Award. This is a special award for North Andover High School, and it goes to any North Andover High School senior planning to pursue a career in science. The $1,000 scholarship goes to Sean Belangia. The Edward and Claire Phelan Memorial Scholarship goes to a North Andover High School senior going on to a four-year college. Student must have received their full education, grades K through 12, in the North Andover public school system. The award in $200 goes to Holly Tang. The Trinitarian Church Alice L. and Florence L. Mason Award for Foreign Language in the amount of $250 goes to Joseph Schneiderman.
The Trinitarian Church awards 2 scholarships to members of the senior class. The Trinitarian Church Scholarship for Nursing is awarded to a student that has demonstrated a commitment to pursuing nursing education and career in the future. This year's recipient stood out among many applicants for her commitment and willingness to help others in need. This year's recipient of the Trinitarian Church Nursing Scholarship is Sarah Melody. The second Trinitarian Church Scholarship is in chemistry. This is awarded to a member of the senior class that has demonstrated outstanding interest and achievement in pursuing chemistry. This year's recipient of the Trinitarian Church Chemistry Award goes to Caitlin Panos.
The Andover Sportsman Club Scholarship goes to any North Andover High School senior who has been involved in outdoor sports, ecology, and conservation. The award in $500 goes to Caitlin Kavanaugh.
Greetings. My name is Bill Varney, president of the North Andover Youth Track and Field Club, an organization partnered with community programs founded in 2008. Each year, we have about 400 middle school and elementary school athletes come through our program. As part of our principled foundation, we are able to give back to the community in many different ways. Tonight, we are here to present 3 scholarships associated with our program. The Alex P. Farisi Scholarship, the Timothy P. Roberts Scholarship, and finally, the Frank Nugent Scholarship. North Andover Youth Track and Field takes great pride in introducing to you tonight the Alex P. Farisi Scholarship, named after our fallen track captain who collapsed on our home track on April 14th, 2008, and passed away 7 days later. Alex is and was an inspiration to all that knew him. His name continues to live on in the spirit of always fighting. Tonight's winners of the Alex P. Farisi Youth Track and Field Scholarship are Emma Gordon, and Lamont Cross. The Timothy P. Roberts Youth Track and Field Scholarship, named after our former track captain, who passed away in 2005 after a courageous battle with cancer, goes to Lauren O'Connell, and Jetstad. And now it is my great pleasure to pass the baton to Coach Steve Nugent to present to you the Frank Nugent Scholarship recipients.
Good evening, class of 2020. This is Mr. Nugent presenting a scholarship on behalf of the North Andover Youth Track and Field Program. Let me start by saying thank you to Mr. Varney for helping create this fantastic program many moons ago, and to all of our student athletes who have volunteered all their time to make it such a successful program for our town. I get the honor of presenting a scholarship that was named after my father, Frank Nugent. He every year hosts the end of the season barbecue for the track program. This would grow to anywhere from 100 to 150 people each year. He and my mother would welcome to their house. We still carry on that tradition even though we lost him a couple of years ago. Just eternally grateful to the youth track program for naming a scholarship after him. So without further ado, the 2020 North Andover Youth Track and Field Program Frank Nugent Awards go to Emily Grant, and Sean Belangia. Thank you, and congratulations to everyone. The Dave Durakalian Memorial Scholarship. This is awarded to 2 North Andover High School athletes who also perform volunteer community service and are continuing their education after high school. The 2 awards, in the amount of $250, goes to Sebastian Venti and Gabrielle Da Diego.
Good evening. I'm Alan Purdy, President of the North Andover Athletic Association. I'd like to take a moment to congratulate the class of 2020 and recognize their perseverance as we as a community navigate the uncharted waters that we find ourselves in. And while these unique circumstances have caused us all to change the way we function as a society, they should in no way diminish the hard work and accomplishments of the class of 2020. The North Andover Athletic Association, also known as the NAAA, exists entirely to raise funds for North Andover High School athletics. Our annual fundraiser, the Nights on the Run in October, the Night of Comedy in March, and the commemorative bricks that you see near the WALSH Stadium snack bar allow us to support the athletic department in a variety of ways. We purchase the plaques and flowers for the end of the season award nights that each sport has, and we purchase and maintain the various banners in the Crozier Fieldhouse. We also maintain the track, wrestling, and swimming and diving record boards. In the past few years, we have also been able to support various teams through one-time donations, including a pitching machine for softball, windscreens for tennis, a weight rack for the fitness room, and a basketball shot clocks and a rebounding machine. This year, we are proud to present 4 scholarships honoring student athletes who have excelled both academically and athletically. Our 2020 scholarship winners are Sarah Lavery, Emily Grant, Jetstad, and Matthew Chico. Congratulations to you all and best of luck in the future.
The North Andover Soccer Association Awards. These scholarships are for graduating and former North Andover Soccer Association athletes who are high school seniors living in North Andover and plan to attend college next year. This year's awards go to Claudia Mabley, Jet Stad, Katie Sullivan, Lily Papel, Lucas Shadoni, and Olivia Gotobed.
The North Andover Youth Lacrosse Association takes great pride every year in recognizing and rewarding some of our community members who have gone through our program and not only have achieved success on and off the lacrosse field in high school, but have also given back to our youth program by helping to maintain the continuity in the community that the sport of lacrosse is founded on. Michael Jordan once said, "You must expect great things of yourself before you can do them." The recipients of the 2020 North Andover Lacrosse Scholarship Awards certainly understand this and have demonstrated their leadership on the field, have provided dedicated and thankless service to the community, and as students in the classroom have dreamed big and have accomplished great things. It is my privilege and honor to introduce this year's 2020 North Andover Lacrosse Scholarship recipients to Allison Frullo, Al Diego, Abby Downer, Keegan Hughes, and Will Servino. Allison Frullo was a familiar face to the youth program while she flourished in high school. She was always present on the youth fields, whether as an official, a volunteer coach, or spending countless hours helping to develop the youth players of practice. Allie is an honor roll student who succeeded in the classroom while taking multiple AP classes. She was a 4-year starter on the varsity lacrosse team and has earned many impressive accolades. She will continue her lacrosse, service, and academic career at St. Anselm College. El Diego is a leader amongst her peers as well. As a two-sport captain in both volleyball and lacrosse, and also an instrumental player on the basketball team, she also graduated with a distinguished 4.2 GPA and is a member of the National Honor Society. She has a strong presence in the community, serving as a lifeguard at North Andover Country Club, where she was beloved by all, and as a mentor in as many youth programs as she could participate in. Al will be bringing her hard work and humor to Clemson University next year. Abby Downer consistently demonstrates what it means to give back to the community. If she wasn't participating on her own team, she was always there for the youth program by helping to run summer clinics and camps, offer instruction and coaching during the off-season, and to help fortify the community relationships that successful programs thrive off of. She will also graduate as a member of the National Honor Society with a GPA of 4.36 while also taking multiple AP classes. Abby was also the captain of the field hockey team and was a 4-year starter and captain on the varsity lacrosse team. Her accolades on the lacrosse field are too long to mention, and she will continue her lacrosse, service, and academic careers at Babson College. Congratulations to each and every one of you ladies, and good luck in your future endeavors, and we look forward to seeing you not only back in the community, but also on the lacrosse field. Now over to Eric for the Boys Awards.
Thanks, Jim. It is now my pleasure to award the 2020 North Andover Youth Lacrosse Scholarships to Will Servino and Keegan Hughes. I wanted to personally thank you both for all your hard work and dedication to the North Andover Youth Lacrosse program. Your willingness to teach and grow the game within the youth program is much appreciated. We wish you all the best of luck as you continue your academic and athletic careers next year. Finally, we would like to share one quick message to all scholarship recipients. Here it is.
What's up, North Andover High School Scholarship winners? This is Deemer Class, coach at USC, and midfielder for the PLL Chaos. I just want to congratulate you on graduation and wish you all the best moving forward. It's an exciting time of your lives, and know that you have bigger and better things that you're going to be moving on to, but be really, really appreciative of all the 4 years you've gone through at this time. Just want to give thank you for supporting the North Andover Youth Lacrosse Association as well, and really wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Hi, my name is Rick Bowe. I lived in North Andover for 25 years, raised our 3 girls, all of whom graduated from North Andover High School. Incidentally, ladies, all 3 of them were winning sponsors at their respective Mr. North Andover contests. Quite a dynasty. Anyway, for the past 20 years, I've run a mentoring and scholarship program for North Andover and Lawrence High School wrestlers. Each scholarship is worth $2,000 at least, but also includes ongoing guidance and general mentoring in the years ahead. Each year when I present these awards, I like to look back 4 years and see where those recipients are now. So, 4 years ago, on this night, I gave these awards to a couple of North Andover wrestlers. Here's an update on them. Stephen Manning is set to graduate from Mass Maritime Academy in December with a professional engineering degree. He will then ship out for 6 months as an engineer on a petroleum tanker in the Gulf of Mexico. After that, he writes, he will either vacation in the tropics or head back to the Merrimack Valley to work as a mechanical engineer. Connor Ford. In December, Connor will receive his Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering from UMass Lowell, graduating with a near-perfect 3.9 GPA. While in college, he has headed up the UMass Lowell chapter of the American Society of Mechanical Engineers and the underwater hockey team. After graduation, Connor should have little trouble scoring a job in robotics, an interest he first developed here at North Andover High School. I share this because you all should know that the experience that you have had here at the high school has equipped you also to achieve at the next level, like these grads. I'd also like to share this. In their applications for this year's scholarships, this year's applicants said things like, "Wrestling has given me the mental toughness to overcome the hardest obstacles in both wrestling and in life." And, "I'm not saying it's going to be crazy easy, but after wrestling, I am definitely prepared for anything to come." This is what I like to hear from the student athletes I work with in this program. So right now, I'd like to present this year's scholarship to state wrestling champion Ethan Ford. Congratulations, Ethan, and congratulations to all of you North Andover grads.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2020. While we're all disappointed we're not doing this live in the high school auditorium, we're happy to be given this opportunity to show our appreciation and support to this graduating class that has been truly shortchanged of all the long-standing traditions and ceremonies that take place during senior week. But nonetheless, we still want to celebrate you and recognize you for all your accomplishments. The North Andover Scholarship Foundation is a nonprofit organization founded in 1963 with the primary mission of helping students of North Andover with the expenses of higher education. I'm Justin Benincasa, and helping me this evening are 4 of my fellow board members, John Benvenuto, Janet McKay, Jen Rogers, and Tony Conti. And we're proud to be here tonight awarding well-deserved scholarships to a great group of high school graduating seniors for this organization's 57th year. The North Andover Scholarship Foundation was started in 1963 and managed today by 18 dedicated board members and town residents. The foundation is supported by many endowed memorial scholarships, annual contributions by numerous town business and organizations, and hundreds of local families who make donations every year to support our fundraising efforts. This organization's and individuals' help us continue the foundation's mission of neighbors helping neighbors. Our foundation, along with the establishing donors and organizations, want scholarship recipients to be recognized for their academic merit, financial need, and community service, and tonight there are some very deserving students. After reviewing over 100 applications this year, we're thrilled to announce that we will be awarding over $52,000 in scholarships tonight to 34 students. 32 of students are seniors here tonight graduating from the North Andover class of 2020. I would now like to introduce Jen Rogers to start the presentation of this year's awards.
Hi, my name is Jen Rogers, and I'm very excited to award the next group of scholarships. The first is the Joanne Hyde Stevens Memorial Scholarship, which was established to remember Joanne, who was born in Lawrence and lived in North Andover most of her life. Joanne was the chairperson of the Stevens Memorial Library Board of Trustees during the design and construction that doubled the library's size. She also served on the Children's Committee of the Hay Scales Exchange and co-founded the first North Andover women's soccer team, offering North Andover women, many whom had never played before, the opportunity to learn and play competitive soccer. This year's recipient is an athlete and an aspiring engineer who has a passion for animals, children, and giving back to her community. She volunteered for the Pause Project Foundation and numerous fundraising events, including events for Mino Action and the Matthew Hardy Camper Fund. She was a member of the varsity soccer, lacrosse, and winter track teams. She received the Most Improved Player Award for lacrosse in 2017 and received the soccer team's 12th Player Award in 2019. This year's Joanne Hyde Stevens Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 goes to Madison Palumbo, who will be attending Providence College in the fall. The next two scholarships are the Richard and Lillian LaFawn Family Scholarship and the Pentucket Bank Scholarship. After serving in the Army during World War II, Richard C. Dick LaFawn graduated from New England College in just 3 years, becoming the family's first college graduate. Dick and Lillian married in 1951 and contributed greatly to North Andover in many areas, including starting R.C. LaFawn Insurance, being an active member of St. Michael's Parish, the Knights of Columbus, the Lions Club, and also in bringing a Better Chance program to town. Dick and Lillian opened their home to Merrimack College students when there was a lack of dormitory space at the new school. Pertinent to this award, Dick was an initial board director of North Andover Scholarship Foundation, serving for over 30 years, including many years as the president. Coincidentally, Dick's last round of golf was played at the annual North Andover Scholarship Foundation tournament. Dick and Lillian's legacy is one of hard work, commitment to church, family, and community. This recipient's commitment to serve her community, church, and family is remarkable. She has been a member of the Girl Scouts for 13 years and has volunteered for 9 years in the youth ministry program at St. Michael's Parish. She excels academically and is a member of 3 sports, as well as the National Honor Society, the Spanish Honor Society, and the Students' Council. She has volunteered for the Best Buddies program for all 4 years at North Andover High School and is a swim instructor at the YMCA and the Stevens Pond in North Andover. This year's recipient truly exemplifies the characteristics of these scholarships. The Pentucket Bank Scholarship in the amount of $500 and the Richard and Lillian LaFawn Family Scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to Amy Guggenberger, who will be attending Boston College in the fall. The next scholarship is the Margaret Macklin Memorial Scholarship. Margaret Macklin was born in North Andover and graduated from Johnson High School in 1955. Thereafter, she received her bachelor's degree from St. Bonaventure's College and her master's from Bridgewater State College. A teacher in the Atkinson, Thompson, and Franklin schools, Miss Macklin moved on to guidance work. From 1980 until her death in 1984, she served as a school psychologist working with special needs students at both the middle school and the high school. She was known as a very well-liked, diligent, and thoroughly professional teacher. The Margaret Macklin Scholarship was established in 1984 upon Miss Macklin's death. Donations were made to the Scholarship Foundation in her name by friends and fellow teachers. This year's recipient has excelled in academics, community service, and athletics. As a member of the National Honor Society, she also received an Outstanding Service Award from the North Andover Youth Center. She has earned multiple honors in varsity soccer and varsity basketball. She seeks to pursue a career in nursing at Boston College this fall. This year's recipient of the Margaret Macklin Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is Sarah Melody. The next two scholarships are the Dominic J. Scalisi Esquire French Farm Scholarship and the George H. Scherender Jr. Memorial Scholarship. First, the Dominic J. Scalisi French Farm Scholarship was established by a neighborhood that wanted Dominic remembered for the town fixture that he was. Dom was born in Lawrence and raised his family in North Andover with his wife of 36 years, Kathleen. He served as town council, was a member of the Historical Society and the School Building Committee, and an originator and director of North Mark Bank. He was the quintessential small-town attorney for 43 years, the last 30 of which were on Main Street, North Andover. In tribute to Dom and his legacy, his neighbors and friends on French Farm have created this scholarship in his honor. The George H. Scherender Jr. Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of George, who was extremely proud to grow up in North Andover. He graduated from North Andover High School and from Villanova University School of Business. George served in the Navy and was proud to be on the maiden voyage of the John F. Kennedy. He loved North Andover and was very actively volunteering on many town committees. Most importantly, he was a friend to all he met. Those who are related to him continue to be extremely proud of his legacy, his generosity, his caring, his friendship, and his trust. This year's recipient is a National Honor Society member, an athlete, and an active volunteer. She served her community in several ways, including Ropes and Grays, Backpack Project, the American Red Cross Blood Drives, and Brightview Nursing Home. As a captain of the varsity basketball team, she also shared her love of the game with young children through the Boosters basketball program. After college, she aspires to pursue a law degree. This year's recipient of the Dominic J. Scalisi French Farm Scholarship for $1,000 and the George H. Scherender Jr. Memorial Scholarship for $1,000 is Nora Connors. Nora will be attending Fairfield University in the fall. The next scholarship is the Elizabeth Allen Memorial Scholarship, which was established in memory of Elizabeth, who was a librarian at the Stevens Memorial Library. During her work at the library, she became acquainted with many of the North Andover High School students and at the same time became very concerned with the ever-rising costs of college tuition. In 1963, together with Irene Cook, Elizabeth met with a group of energetic and enthusiastic young businessmen and organized the North Andover Scholarship Foundation. This year's recipient is creative, a self-starter, and an entrepreneur, exactly in the spirit of this scholarship. She has been self-employed as an illustrator, audio engineer, freelance artist, and a YouTuber. She has given back to the community by volunteering at multiple venues. She plans to earn a doctorate in pharmacy, which will certainly involve teaching students. She plans to continue volunteering her time and donate her earnings to helping others. This year's recipient of the Elizabeth Allen Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 goes to Laura Fan, who will be attending Mass College of Pharmacy and Health Services. The next scholarship is the PTO PTAC PAC Pristash Award, which was established in 2006 to recognize those volunteers who have demonstrated extraordinary contributions to the educational system in North Andover. The first recipients and namesake, David and Leanna Pristash, have exemplified the outstanding qualities that this award represents. The Pristashes set the gold standard in their commitment to education, having given so much of their talents and time in service to North Andover schools, faculty, staff, and especially students. The goal of the award is threefold. First, to recognize the volunteers who have made a difference in public schools. Second, to fund a scholarship to be awarded to a North Andover High School senior who demonstrates a commitment to the high school. And finally, to celebrate what is right with our schools. This year's recipient of this award has a long history of school spirit and has exhibited numerous contributions to North Andover High School. He is a member of the student body, student ambassadors, and the new student committee. He has been your class president all 4 years. This year's recipient of the PTO PTAC PAC Pristash Award in the amount of $2,000 is awarded to Jack Muse, who will be attending the University of Massachusetts at Amherst in the fall. Next is the Wheelabrator Technologies Scholarship. Wheelabrator Technologies is the second largest provider of clean energy from residential and business waste and is committed to environmental and operational performance. Wheelabrator prides itself as a valuable partner in the communities where it has facilities. As part of their commitment, Wheelabrator contributes to local nonprofits, promotes environmental stewardship, and contributes to the community's economic vitality. This year's recipient is very active. She has participated in multiple sports while excelling musically as a member of the concert choir and other vocal ensembles. When not at school, she is busy working at a local food establishment and even volunteers at a local shelter and a summer Bible camp. When not busy with work or school, she can frequently be found at the beach cleaning up debris and trash with her friends and family. This year's recipient of the Wheelabrator Technology Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is Kat Benson. Kat will be attending Wentworth Institute of Technology in the fall. Next is the Corporal Sean Gallagher Memorial Scholarship, which was established in memory of Sean, who was a lifelong resident of North Andover and a 1981 graduate of North Andover High School. While growing up in North Andover, Sean was a member of the Boy Scouts of America, achieving the rank of Star Scout. He was a good-humored young man known to be happy-go-lucky. His mother remembers that he always wanted to be a Marine. He enlisted in the Marine Corps prior to his high school graduation and served as a corporal until his death from a suicide car bomb in October of 1983 while stationed in Beirut, Lebanon. The next individual is a leader athletically and academically, serving as the captain of the varsity field hockey team as well as the president of the pre-health club at North Andover High School. She was awarded the Principal's Award for the highest academic achiever and most well-rounded student. She has given back to the community by coaching youth field hockey and volunteering at the Lawrence General Hospital, where she assists medical professionals with patient care. This year's recipient of the Corporal Sean Gallagher Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 goes to Lexi Rivet, who will be attending the University of Vermont in the fall. I would now like to hand it over to my colleague, John Benvenuto, to introduce the next 8 recipients. Thank you.
The North Andover Thrift Shop Scholarship. The North Andover Thrift Shop was founded in 1955 and is a volunteer-run nonprofit that sells donated, gently worn clothing, jewelry, books, and household items. All profits are donated to scholarships and local community organizations and programs. The Thrift Shop is proud of its tradition of serving the community and supporting graduating North Andover High School students. This year we are presenting 2 awards for the Thrift Shop. The first recipient has been serving this community throughout her middle and high school years while achieving strong academic and athletic success. She volunteers to support members of our community with special needs, both through athletics and at the youth center. She also supports the underprivileged in nearby communities as well. She even founded a program during the recent gas crisis. In addition to her volunteering, she has also been a strong member of the athletic community, serving as captain of the basketball team. This year's recipient of the North Andover Thrift Shop Scholarship in the amount of $1,200 is Caitlin Panos. She'll be attending McAllister College. The second recipient of a Thrift Shop Scholarship has a unique love for both science and poetry and is quite adept at both. As a future scientist with aspirations for biomedical engineering, she has demonstrated academic excellence as a recipient of the Suffolk University Academic Achievement Book Award and AP Scholar Award. At the same time, her creativity in writing has manifested itself in personal poetry, which she shares on Instagram. The North Andover Thrift Shop Scholarship in the amount of $1,200 is awarded to Lillian Papel. She'll attend UNC Chapel Hill. Next is the Alex Paul Farisi Memorial Scholarship. The Alex Paul Farisi Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Alex, who is a loving, optimistic, determined, and self-motivated young man. He was a senior at North Andover High School and captain of the track team. Besides being a great athlete, Alex was equally talented in the classroom and was in the top 10% of his class. Sadly, Alex died in 2008, a week after collapsing at a North Andover High School track meet. This scholarship was established in memory of Alex. This year's recipient plans to major in biochemistry with a future in medical research. She was a member of the North Andover High School indoor and outdoor track teams. She dedicated her spare time to coaching youth track, tutored her peers in geometry, biology, and physics. She also spent time visiting various elementary schools teaching students chemistry and Spanish. This year's Farisi Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 goes to Emma Martin, who will attend MIT. The R.C. LaFond Insurance Company Scholarship. The R.C. LaFond Insurance Company was founded by Richard C. Dick LaFond, who is a founding member of the Scholarship Foundation. Dick and his wife Lillian had a strong work ethic as they built their business and raised their family in town. The LaFonds donated their time, talents, and financial resources to many community organizations in North Andover, including St. Michael's Parish. Dick passed away in 2004 and Lillian passed away in 2017. Dick loved golf, and to this day, the R.C. LaFond Insurance Company is a major sponsor of our annual Scholarship Foundation Golf Tournament. We thank them for their continued generous support. This year's recipient of the R.C. LaFond Insurance Scholarship is a soccer and track star and a leader both on and off the field. She intends to major in finance and get her MBA at Marquette University. She thrives to be a leader and leave an impact while at school. This year's recipient of the R.C. LaFond Insurance Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is Katie Sullivan. Next is the Anthony and Carmelina Galvagna Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was established in memory of Anthony and Carmelina, two longtime residents of North Andover. Anthony was very involved in community affairs and was a dedicated, hardworking, and extremely witty man. Carmelina was a loving wife and mother that believed in education as a teacher and was a master's degree student while raising her children. This year's recipient of the Galvagna Scholarship is going to college to study biology with a hope of going on to complete medical school and become either a pediatrician or an orthodontist. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, and the Spanish Club. She has volunteered at Lawrence General Hospital in the Relay for Life, as well as at Kid Stop. This year's recipient of the Anthony and Carmelina Galvagna Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is Kelly Pham. She will attend UMass Amherst. The William Corey Memorial Scholarship. William Bill Corey was a lifelong resident of North Andover. He was a parishioner at St. Michael's Church and graduated from North Andover High School in 1977. Bill was an accomplished football and wrestling varsity athlete at the high school and Central Connecticut College. In 1992, Bill was posthumously inducted into the Johnson North Andover High School Hall of Fame for his athletic excellence. This year's recipient proudly represents North Andover both on and off our athletic fields. She is a member of the varsity track team as well as manager of other varsity sports. She also works with young students and after-school programs in town as well. This year's recipient of the William Corey Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is Camila Denny, who will attend UMass Amherst. Next is the James R. Folks Jr. Music Award. Jim Folks Jr. moved to North Andover from Belchertown, Mass. Just prior to beginning his junior year at our high school in 1983. He was a gifted music student and became a leader in the high school band. He was chosen all-state as a drummer and was admired for his talents in both jazz and rock. Sadly, before his senior year, Jim Folks died in an automobile accident. This award is the result of a memorial fund established in his honor and is dedicated to recognizing outstanding musicians at both North Andover and Belchertown high schools. This year's recipient is extremely active in bringing spirit to the town of North Andover. He is a very valuable member of the high school music program. He has been a member of almost every musical group at North Andover High School and an asset to each. He is kind, thoughtful, and an extremely diligent worker, which makes Drew Howard a very deserving recipient of the James R. Folks Jr. Music Award in the amount of $1,000. Drew will attend Hofstra University. Next is the Saverio J. Campione Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was established anonymously to honor Mr. Campione's passion for sharing his knowledge and for his encouragement of others. Saverio Campione graduated from Johnson High School in 1933 and studied mechanical engineering at MIT, but he was unable to finish due to financial constraints. Even without a college degree, Mr. Campione worked as a machinist foreman for Davis & Ferber in North Andover, and later as a general manager for a machinery company in Haverhill for over 30 years. This year's recipient is an accomplished math and science student who sees her future in medical school or as a laboratory chemist. She was a member of the National Honor Society, volunteered at Lawrence General Hospital, and was a member of Nancy Chippendale's dance competition team. She encourages children as a babysitter, a dance teacher, and a leadership intern for Camp Invention. This year's Saverio J. Campione Memorial Scholarship of $2,500 is awarded to Madeline Hines, who will attend UMass Amherst. Next is the Gerald A. Sanford Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was created to honor a man who devoted his life to serving the North Andover community. Gerald Sanford was born and raised in North Andover, graduated from North Andover High School, and taught English at North Andover High School for over 30 years. Prior to his retirement in 2004 and his induction into the North Andover's Educator Hall of Fame in 2011, Mr. Sanford brightened his students' days with a dry wit and a love of literature. He could be counted on to make his students and colleagues smile with his jokes, costumes, and outlook on life. This year's recipient has a deep appreciation of literature and has developed as a writer and poet, becoming Junior Poet Laureate of North Andover. She is a member of the National Honor Society and has participated in marching band, Symphonic Band, Wind Ensemble, and Drama Guild. She gives back to the community through St. Michael's, Peer Ministry, and other organizations. The Gerald Sanford Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Mia Imperato, who will attend Stonehill College. I would now like to introduce Janet McKay to award the next 8 recipients of this year's Deserving Scholarships.
The Jessica Lynn Finney Memorial Scholarship is awarded in memory of Jessica, a lifelong resident of North Andover, a great student actively involved in her school and community, a 2006 graduate of North Andover High School, and a freshman biology major at Salem State College, hoping to work in the healthcare field. Her life was tragically ended in an automobile crash in April of 2007. Kind and caring, she had a passion for life, for children, and for enjoying every moment with her many friends and family, especially time spent with her brother and sister, and many cousins who all looked up to her and loved her dearly. This year's recipient is very special because he had the same passion for life that Jessica had. He is passionate about supporting children in the community where English is their second language. He is a founding member of the Spanish Honor Society and has volunteered his time helping elementary ESL children after school with reading and writing, and with Spanish-speaking members of the Lawrence Senior Center. He will major in both Spanish and Homeland Security at the University of New Hampshire with the hopes of pursuing a career in the FBI or CIA. The recipient of the Jessica Lynn Finney Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is Jessica's brother, Samuel Resendi. The Jeffrey and James Haley Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of 2 brothers who both battled leukemia at a young age. Jeffrey Haley, with his brother and his parents, came to North Andover in 1977 and at age 7 was diagnosed with leukemia. James was an active young man and a member of the high school track team for 2 years and an outstanding artist. He was a senior at North Andover High School when he was diagnosed. The family of James and Jeffrey created this scholarship in memory of their sons as they remember the town as a great town to raise a family in, and a town in which everyone was very supportive during their very difficult time. This year's recipient is passionate about volunteering and serving those who are less fortunate. She has enjoyed spending time at Project Home Again and Lazarus House and was the recipient of the North Andover Youth Services Outstanding Service Award. She has been very involved in band and choir and is hoping to pursue a degree in interior design at the University of New Haven. This year's recipient of the Jeffrey and James Haley Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is Sarah Curtin. The North Andover High School Class of 2015 Scholarship was established by the Class of 2015 with funds made possible by extraordinary fundraising over their 4 years at North Andover High School. The class generously endowed this scholarship to help fellow graduates with the expenses of higher education. This year's North Andover High School Class of 2015 Scholarship goes to a hardworking young man. He has been accepted to the Merrimack College nursing program, where he plans to pursue his dream profession that will allow him to use his skill and compassion to help others. He is an altar server and active member in the St. Michael's community. The recipient of the North Andover High School Class of 2015 Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is Dylan O'Connell. The Laura Ann Piasecki Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Laura, who
who lived her entire life in North Andover, where she attended the public schools and graduated from North Andover High School in 2004. She loved to be involved in everything, including being a history aide, member of the yearbook staff, and participant in community involvement. She was the captain of the gymnastics team and was awarded the Unsung Heroine Awards for both gymnastics and volleyball. Laura was close to completing her sophomore year at Merrimack College when she died tragically in April of 2006. This year's Laura Ann Piasecki Memorial Scholarship goes to a student entering Sacred Heart University's honors program in exercise science. She will also be part of the university's varsity field hockey team. During her time at North Andover High School, she was a member of the National Honor Society varsity field hockey team in both indoor and outdoor track teams. She also volunteered her time coaching youth track, club field hockey, Crusaders, and Best Buddies. Emma Gordon is this year's $1,500 scholarship recipient. The North Andover Committee for a Better Chance was established to provide opportunities for disadvantaged youth from around the country. Young men came to live in the ABC House on Elm Street and attended North Andover High School. In 1981, the North Andover ABC Committee was dissolved, the house was sold, and the assets were used to establish a scholarship fund. This scholarship is a legacy from the citizens of North Andover who gave their time, talent, and concern to provide disadvantaged high school boys with the necessary education to attend college. The committee asked that students receiving scholarships shall have all demonstrated a sense of service to the community. Pentucket Bank, with 6 locations in Massachusetts and southern New Hampshire, has been serving the local community since 1891. The bank, including its location in North Andover, offers a robust suite of financial services for both consumers and businesses. As a mutual bank, Pentucket Bank can focus on exceeding customer expectations as well as serving the needs of the community with donations such as this scholarship and their commitment to volunteerism. This recipient is awarded 2 scholarships. The first scholarship honors the legacy of the citizens of North Andover who dedicate their time and talent to help others in the community, and this recipient has done just that. She has volunteered with her church as a hockey coach and through the Special Olympics. While her second scholarship also focuses on volunteerism, it also comes from an institution that tries to exceed expectations, and this recipient has done that throughout her life by becoming captain of her hockey team, leading her team to an undefeated regular season, and proving many people wrong along the way. This year's recipient of the North Andover A Better Chance Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 and the Pentucket Bank Scholarship in the amount of $500 is Hannah Keating, who will be attending Utica College in the fall to pursue her dream of playing college hockey. Watts Water Technologies, headquartered in North Andover, was founded in 1874 by Joseph E. Watts. Watts started as a small machine shop supplying parts to ensure the safe operation of water heaters and boilers to New England textile mills. Today, Watts Water Technologies is a global provider of plumbing, heating, and water quality solutions for residential, industrial, municipal, and commercial settings. This recipient has dedicated so much of her life to music, which in return has taught her so much about herself, hard work, and dedication, as this company tries to do in its business in giving back to the North Andover community. An excellent student and member of several clubs, including the Environmental Club, French Club, and Interact Club, she has dedicated most of her time and effort to music. As a member of the jazz band, concert choir, symphonic band, and Scarlet and Black Choir, she found her true passion and learned so many life lessons. She will be attending the University of Massachusetts in the fall. This year's recipient of the Watts Water Technology Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is Holly Tang. The Irene Cook Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Miss Cook, who taught for 40 years in the North Andover school system. Irene was instrumental in forming the original branch of the National Honor Society at Johnson High School, sponsored the French Club, and coached women's basketball. In addition, her reputation as a superior teacher of French was recognized by high schools and colleges throughout the state. In 1963, Irene and Elizabeth Allen met with a group of energetic and enthusiastic young businessmen and organized the North Andover Scholarship Foundation. Naga and Shobha Dante have been residents of North Andover since September of 1997 and local entrepreneurs since 2003. Having raised their STEM-loving children, Priya and Arun, in town, they would like to support college students who have a passion for STEM and wish to pursue these subjects in their studies and careers. Along the way, they hope these students, upon their graduation, help the society at large with their skills and achievements. Paying it forward is a great philosophy, like neighbors helping neighbors. This recipient is awarded 2 scholarships. The first scholarship honors the legacy of a dedicated teacher who taught in the North Andover school system for over 40 years as a beloved French teacher and coach. The second scholarship is from a North Andover family who loves to recognize hardworking students who have a passion for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and this recipient certainly qualifies for both. She is a gifted student at the top of her class and a perfect SAT score in math and a near-perfect score in critical reading. She was a member of the French Honor Society and National Honor Society, as well as several clubs, a math tutor, and a talented artist. She is also the recipient of the Yale Book Award. This fall, she will be attending the University of Southern California. This year's recipient of the Irene Cook Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 and the Naga and Shobha Dante Family Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is Isabel Guan. The Leonard A. DeSimone Memorial Scholarship is in honor of Mr. DeSimone, who taught English and was the National Honor Society advisor at North Andover High School, retiring in the early 1990s. He took ill and died a few years later. He was a great man and dear friend to many in the community. This recipient is a National Merit Scholar and Abigail Adams Scholar, was active in Spanish Honor Society and the National Honor Society. Though she is not totally sure what career path she wishes to pursue, she does know that a major in chemical engineering with a minor in Spanish will give her many options. She could attend law school, business school, medical school, or continue on the path of engineering. She will be attending Tufts University in the fall. The Leonard A. DeSimone Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is awarded to Emma Stott. And with that, I would like to introduce Tony Conti to finish up with the remainder of this year's award recipients.
Thank you, Janet, and hello, everyone. I'll be hosting the final section of the North Andover Scholarship Foundation Awards, so we're almost at the end of this section, home stretch. Our first scholarship in this section is the Walter Ensdorf Memorial Scholarship. Walter Ensdorf was born in New York and attended Cornell University, where he received a Bachelor's of Engineering degree in 1964, and then went on to receive a Master's of Engineering in 1967. He began his career at Western Electric in New Jersey, and then later transferred to the Merrimack Valley plant here in North Andover, where he worked until the time of his death. He was married in 1969 and had 2 sons, both of whom attended North Andover Public Schools. While Walt was educated and worked as an electrical engineer, he was also an avid reader and a strong believer in education. He would have been so pleased to know of this scholarship and would have considered it an honor to his name. This year's recipient is a member of the National Honor Society. The 4 pillars of this organization are 1. Leadership, 2. Service, 3. Character, and the 4th, scholarship. This year's recipient believes that she embodies all 4 of these qualities with everything she does. She will most likely focus on environmental engineering and renewable energy resources. She has also thought about studying environmental policy and working with the international affairs on these issues. The Walter Ensdorf Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 goes to Evangeline Goslin. The Raymond and Beatrice Canty Memorial Scholarship. Raymond and Beatrice Canty were both lifelong residents of North Andover. Both attended the public schools along with all 4 of their children. They owned and operated a small business in town, Canty's Kitchen. Ray then pursued a career in law enforcement and became a North Andover patrolman until his retirement. Ray also held a position in town government on the Board of Public Works, served in the United States Navy, and received his bachelor's degree from Northeastern University. This year's recipient has been involved in the youth track program here in North Andover for the last 2 years of his high school career. And he also has become a member of the Environmental Club. Our recipient has a passion for aerospace engineering and would love to work for NASA, Lockheed Martin, SpaceX, or any company that deals with the aerospace field. Due to a close member's cancer diagnosis, and after spending many hours at the Dana-Farber Cancer Center in Boston, in the Longwood section, he hopes to volunteer in some capacity for cancer research, as he has unfortunately seen firsthand so many people affected by cancer. The Raymond and Beatrice Canty Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is awarded to Grant Sibley. The Kumon Math and Reading Scholarship of North Andover. Since 1959, Kumon's after-school academic enrichment program has helped children achieve success worldwide. Kumon of North Andover, established in 2003, strives to instill in children the desire to achieve and the motivation to learn on their own. Whether a child is seeking enrichment, needs help catching up, or is just beginning his or her academic career, Kumon has been helping children develop a love of learning and a desire to achieve great heights. A superb student in the spirit of this scholarship, this year's recipient is well-rounded, having made significant contributions in the area of community service, athletics, and academics. He plans to continue his education in the fields of both business and engineering towards a goal of starting a technology-based company while continuing to give back to the community. The recipient of the Kumon Math and Reading Center of North Andover Scholarship is in the amount of $500 going to Soham Mahadik. The Jack Bram North Andover Lions Club Scholarship. This scholarship honors Jack Bram, who has been a longtime member of the North Andover Lions Club, which has a long history of community involvement in awarding scholarships to graduating seniors. Jack was especially involved in fundraising for the annual scholarships that the Lions Club has offered for decades, and instrumental in bringing the Lions Club Scholarship to the North Andover Scholarship Foundation. This year's recipient reflects a scholarship with a spirit of both giving and accomplishment. While working part-time, she gives back to the community with regular service at a local soup kitchen and with the Best Buddies program. She also has competed at a high level in varsity athletics and competitive dance while coaching and mentoring the youth in those programs. She plans on earning her CPA in accounting. This year's recipient of the Jack Graham North Andover Lions Club Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is awarded to Sophia Nikolopoulos. The Frederick White Memorial Scholarship. The Frederick White Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Fred, who was a person always there to lend a helping hand, especially when somebody was moving. It is therefore so uncanny how many times Fred helped others move, yet he lived his entire time in his North Andover home on Dale Street for over 35 years. Fred was educated in North Andover, retired from MIT Lincoln Labs, but never spoke of his work or his many accomplishments. Fred had a quiet kindness and integrity that was surpassed only by his humility and privacy. You can find this year's recipient either banging on the drums as section leader of the drum line or helping anyone who asks with their IT needs, whether working in the school's information technology department or driving a tractor at Smolak Farms. This National Honor Society member wants a career in computer science and information technology. The Frederick White Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 goes to Connor Curtin. The Associates in Cardiovascular Medicine Scholarship. This scholarship was established by fellow North Andover Scholarship Fund board member, Dr. Sunit Mukherjee. Dr. Mukherjee established the scholarship in the name of his medical practice, Associates in Cardiovascular Medicine, or ACM, located here in North Andover. A longtime resident of North Andover, Dr. Mukherjee graduated from North Andover High School in 1983. He is affiliated with both local hospitals, the Lawrence General and Holy Family, as well as several Boston area hospitals. Sunit is inspired by his favorite quote, "Don't tell people your dreams, show them." This National Honor Society member is a strong student with a passion for both her faith, community, and medicine. She dreams of being a pediatrician or child health specialist, but whatever she does, it will be helping children. She considers herself an activist and was very involved in many school activities. The Associates in Cardiovascular Medicine Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is awarded to Doa Jamal. The Edgewood Retirement Association Scholarship. This scholarship, established by the Edgewood community, which is a continuing care nonprofit organization in North Andover, its principal association activities is an on-site operation of a small store operated by the residents. It's operated by the residents, which carries basic foods and other staples, really important during these times. Volunteers operate the store for the convenience of its residents, and it also provides a small profit which enables the funding of this scholarship, the Residents Association Scholarship. This year's recipient is a resilient young lady who expresses gratitude for overcoming the many obstacles she has experienced in her young life. This has contributed to her sense of self-sufficiency. She has consistently helped those who have impairments, providing both physical and emotional support. She has participated in multiple high school groups, including Student Council, the National Honor Society, the Spanish Honor Society, and is also an athlete in 2 sports. Finally, she has worked as a health aide and plans to major in biology so that she can work in the medical field after college. The 2020 Edgewood Retirement Association Scholarship in the amount of $2,500 goes to Cindy Fan. At this point in our program, I would like to introduce Amy O'Terry, Chairman of the North Andover High School Science Department. Amy will present the Robert Gardner Little Nursing Scholarship, and then I'll be back to conclude this section. Thank you.
The Robert Gardner Little Scholarship in Nursing recognizes a member of the senior class who has demonstrated a passion to pursue nursing after high school. This year's recipient stood out among many applicants for a clear and current commitment to helping others in need, and a passion to pursue nursing as a career after high school. This year's recipient of the Robert Gardner Little Scholarship in Nursing is Christina Tosio.
This wraps up the North Andover Scholarship Foundation Awards for 2020. On behalf of the Foundation, I want to first sincerely thank every one of our donors and scholarship sponsors. As our chairman, Justin Benacasa, stated in his introduction, this year the Foundation awarded scholarships to 34 students totaling well over $52,000. As donors and sponsors, your support makes each of these awards possible. It'll be so helpful to the finances for our deserving graduates. Thank you also to the many people in our North Andover community who helped put this together. I'd like to mention a couple of groups, starting with North Andover CAM, our high school staff, and in particular the guidance department, for all of you who helped select these recipients and for your help in producing this first time online event. Finally, we congratulate all the recipients, our wonderful high school graduates. They are quite an impressive group with many accomplishments, and they all have such soaring ambitions, which we know they'll be realizing in both their educational and professional lives. At this moment, we're all living in a very unprecedented time, and it's wonderful to come together, albeit virtually, and you can tell this is a virtual recorded video, first time for many of us, but we've all come together virtually as a community to celebrate our North Andover graduates. On behalf of the North Andover Scholarship Foundation, we wish everyone continued good health and a very safe summer. Thank you all very much.
The Greater Lawrence Italians Women's Club. The $500 scholarship goes to Thomas Bullock. The Merrimack Valley Girls High School Fall Basketball Scholarships for $500 goes to Caitlin Panos. The Commonwealth Motors Christmas Classic Award, each for $1,000, goes to Nora Connors, Kyle Moore, Ava Marconi, and Matthew Chico. The Phillips North America Scholarship for $3,000 a year goes to Alexa Rivet. The North Andover Merchants Association Sylvie Fold Scholarship, each for $2,000, goes to Drew Finnemore, Ashley Janchak, and Tim Iannarone. The Merrimack Valley Partners in Service Scholarship for $1,000 goes to Caitlin Panos. The National Merit Scholarship Corporation Liberty Mutual Scholarship Foundation of $2,500 for 4 years goes to Sarah Melody. The Grand Lodge of Massachusetts Order Sons of Italy in America $1,000 scholarship goes to Anna Rozzi. The North Andover Garden Club Scholarship for $1,500 goes to Mackenzie Guthrie. The Merrimack Valley Credit Union Scholarship for $1,000 goes to Amy Guggenberger. The Merrimack Valley Chapter AACN Critical Care Scholarship goes to Emily Hazard. The 2020 Festival of Trees Scholarship goes to Anna Rozzi. And Emma Gordon. The Salisbury Beach Betterment Association Scholarship for $500 goes to Anna Rozzi.
Good evening and congratulations to all the previous award winners. My name is Bob Parker, Chairman of the North Andover Johnson High School Athletic Hall of Fame, and I have the honor of presenting the last, but certainly not the least award of the evening, the Michael Byron Scholar Athlete Award. This award is considered to be the highest honor and most prestigious award that the North Andover High School Athletic Department can bestow on its student athletes. The Byron Scholarship is funded annually through the generosity of the North Andover Booster Club and the Johnson North Andover High School Athletic Hall of Fame Committee. One senior male recipient and one senior female recipient will each receive a $1,000 scholarship. Their names will be inscribed onto the Scholar Athlete Perpetual Plaque located in the showcase window outside the athletic office. Mike Byron was a 1959 graduate of North Andover High School. He was an exceptional student and a three-sport athlete, excelling in football, basketball, and baseball. Mike distinguished himself by playing on the 1958 state championship basketball team and then pitching a no-hitter for the baseball team later that spring in the state playoffs. After graduation, Mike helped start and coach the first football team in North Andover, as well as the youth baseball teams. Mike served in Vietnam, was awarded the Purple Heart and Bronze Star. For many of us growing up in North Andover, Mike was our hero and a wonderful role model for all of us. He gave his life in his service to our country in Vietnam. The criteria to be considered for the Byron Award is as follows. has earned a varsity letter in at least 2 sports, must rank in the top 1/3 of the graduating class, must have good discipline and attendance records during the 4 years of high school, and must possess the qualities of integrity, leadership, loyalty, and sportsmanship to a high degree. The Byron Scholar athletes for the class of 2020 are, ladies first, Claudia Mabley. Claudia is a 3-sport athlete participating in soccer, skiing, and softball. She was named captain for both the ski team and the softball team. Claudia's coaches describe her as an athlete who will do anything for her teams. She truly embodies the we over the me mentality. Claudia is a 3-sport student athlete who contributes in all 3 of her sports while maintaining a 4.6222 GPA. She will continue her education at Bates College next year. Congratulations, Claudia, and good luck at Bates. And the male recipient for the Byron Award is Lucas Shadone. Lucas is a 3-sport athlete participating in soccer, indoor track, and outdoor track. He captained both the soccer and outdoor track teams. He is described by his coaches as a strong leader, dedicated, hard-working athlete. Additionally, his coaches complimented Lucas as an athlete who does things the right way and represents North Andover High School very well. Lucas has a 4.3 GPA, will continue his education at Boston College next year. Congratulations, Lucas, and good luck at BC next fall. To everyone here, please stay safe and healthy. Thank you.
Congratulations once again to all of our scholarship recipients. Congratulations to their family members and friends. We are excited and extremely thankful for all of our donors that support the community of North Andover. Once again, tonight, there were 171 scholarships for approximately $158,000. This concludes our program for this evening. I'd once again like to thank Diane Stevens for her help in putting together this year's event on behalf of the North Andover High School community. And we wish her all the best in her upcoming retirement. Please don't forget to download our version of a keepsake scholarship night program from our guidance website. Good night and be well.